Coming to very important test, that is ELISA, enzyme-linked immunosorbent assay. As the name suggests, there is going to be linking of some enzyme. It is going to be an antigen-antibody reaction. Immuno word is there. Sorbent means it is going to absorb or something. Assay is some test. So it is an enzyme linked test, right? Which is the enzyme that is linked to this? It is HRP, that is horseradish peroxidase. This is ELISA, that is enzyme linked immunosorbent assay. So in this ELISA tray, we have some wells. Some wells are present, depressions are present on which we put the sample. So basically you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 this side and 12 this side. So that makes it 12 into 8. That are 96 wells are present, and therefore 96 tests can be done at a time in ELISA. What is the substrate that you are breaking? It is peroxide. And that is why the enzyme peroxidase enzyme is to break the peroxide. So the substrate here is hydrogen peroxide. And in this, color change is seen. And which is the agent that is done to change the color? What is the chromosome? Chromogen, that is tetramethylbenzidine. Tetramethylbenzidine is the one that is going to show the color change. So substrate, basically hydrogen peroxide is broken with the help of enzyme, that is horseradish peroxidase, HRP enzyme, and the color changing properties because of the tetramethylbenzidine. What are the different types of ELISA? We have 4 types of ELISA. Direct ELISA, in which we are going to take the antigen detection. Indirect ELISA, antibody detection. In fact, it is the only ELISA that is done for antibody detection. Rest all antigen detection. So direct ELISA, antigen detection. Sandwich ELISA, antigen detection. Competitive ELISA, antigen detection. The only one for antibody detection is the indirect ELISA. So direct ELISA in the one, see, these are the different kind of ELISA. Direct ELISA in the one is the one that is done for antigen detection, we know. Patient sample, basically antigen that contains the patient, that is in the patient sample, is added to the ELISA tray. And antibody with the enzyme. So this is the antibody here, and here is the enzyme. So this is the antibody with the enzyme. Enzyme is labeled. So this is the antibody. This is the antigen. Antigen is taken from the patient sample. This is the blood sample of the patient. And we have antibody along with the enzyme. This enzyme is known as HRB is added, and the antigen antibody reaction is done. And here we have a substrate. Here we have a substrate. This substrate, when it combines with the enzyme, substrate is what? Hydrogen peroxide. When it is combined with the enzyme labeled antibody, the enzyme is going to break this hydrogen peroxide because the enzyme is peroxidase, horseradish peroxidase, this HRP enzyme. When it breaks the substrate, that is hydrogen peroxide, it is going to show the color because we have the substrate along with the tetramethylbenzidine. So the substrate contains hydrogen peroxide plus chromogen, that is tetramethylbenzidine. So basically, when you are going to react the substrate to the enzyme labeled antibody with enzyme, when you are going to react it, it is going to show the color. If it comes positive, that means the intensity of the color is directly proportional to the antigen concentration. So if it shows color, means antigen is present. So this is direct ELISA. Direct ELISA is when the antigen combines with the antibody. This antibody has got enzyme along with this HRP enzyme. And then we have a substrate here. This substrate contains what? It contains the hydrogen peroxide. Along with that, it contains the chromogen. What is the chromosome? Tetramethylbenzidine. When this substrate react with this HRP, it is going to change the color. And we see the antigen antibody reaction. So this reaction is pretty much visible when the colors come out. We know that antigen has reacted to antibody because there is change in color. And this is the direct ELISA test. Then what is indirect ELISA test? Remember, I told you, indirect ELISA is done for antibody detection. Rest all the ELISA are for antigen. Indirect is for antibody. Here, you remember for direct ELISA, this is the antigen. Antibody is coated with the enzyme, and this is a substrate. This substrate is going to change the color. This is direct ELISA. Indirect ELISA is the one antigen is added from the patient sample to which the, see, antigen here is present on the tray, and antibody is taken from the patient sample. It is done for antibody detection. So we are taking antibody from the patient here. So antigen is added to which antibody is taken from the patient sample and to which another antibody is added. A second antibody is added. You can see this is the antibody from the patient. A second antibody is added in this sample, and this antibody contain what? This is an enzyme complex, HRP. A second antibody is added. This contains the HRP, the enzyme, and to which substrate is added. This substrate contains what? It contains hydrogen peroxide and also tetramethylbenzidine, which is the chromogen. When it reacts to this secondary antibody, which contains the HRP, it is going to show the color. If color comes, means antibody is present. Here it is for antibody detection because we are taking antibody from the patient sample. So it is done for antibody detection. Intensity of the color is directly proportional to the antibody concentration. This is indirect ELISA. What is direct ELISA? We take the antigen from the patient. Antibody is with the enzyme. Then we have the substrate. This is the substrate. Substrate contains hydrogen peroxide. When we add the substrate, when antigen-antibody reaction occurs because the enzyme is present on the antibody, then it is going to change the color. Indirect ELISA is we have antigen. From the patient, we have taken antibody. To this secondary antibody is added, and the secondary antibodies contain HRP or enzyme, and then substrate is added. When this reacts, the antigen antibody reacts, then it is going to show the change in the color. So this is indirect ELISA. Basically in indirect ELISA, first of all, we do the antibody detection. That is a different thing. Another thing is we take a secondary antibody. This is the difference. We take the secondary antibody. Then comes the sandwich ELISA. What is a sandwich? We take two pieces of bread and we put something inside, that is known as sandwich. In this sandwich ELISA, we are going to take antibody, both the sides, and antigen in between from the patient, because sandwich is done for antigen detection. Remember, only in indirect ELISA, which is for antibody detection. Rest all the ELISA are for antigen detection. So here antigen is taken from the patient blood and antibody is taken or put on both the sides. So it is done for antigen detection. So to an antibody, we are taking antigen from the patient sample and we are putting it inside. So this is antibody, and in between antigen is placed, and that is known as sandwich ELISA. Antigen is placed on both the sides of antibody. One antibody, another antibody, and here antigen is placed. On the top of this, we are going to add another antibody which contains our enzyme HRP, and then substrate and tetramethylbenzidine is added. If the color comes, that means it is positive. Antigen antibody reaction is there, and more the color means more the antigen concentration, because it is done for antigen testing. Only in indirect ELISA we do the antibody testing. Rest all ELISA are done for antigen detection. Now coming to the competitive ELISA, here there is a competition. You can see it is competing. And this is for, again, for antigen detection. I told you, antigen detection. In this, we are going to take the antigen and we are going to react it with antibody outside. Before putting in a tray, ELISA well, we are going to react both the antigen and antibody outside. So first we have antigen antibody complex that is coming from the outside. Then another antigen antibody complex we are going to react in the well of the ELISA tray. So this is competitive ELISA. Basically, what we were doing till now was everything, this reaction was occurring in the wells of this ELISA. This is the ELISA trays. And in this tray, this antigen antibody reaction was occurring. But in competitive ELISA, already there is antigen antibody complex, you can see. That is, this complex is what we are reacting it outside the well. Inside the well, another reaction is occurring, and that is why a competition occurs between both of them, and this is competitive ELISA. You know, this is something like you have studied prior to the class. Prior to the lecture, you have already studied the class and then coming to the class. So this is like a competitive ELISA. So in the competitive ELISA, First of all, antibody reacted with antigen, it is outside the well. Then on this antigen antibody mixture, you are going to coat the well with antigens. Here antigens are present. You can see this is antigen antibody complex which is taken from outside, and inside these wells it is coated with the antigen. Now we have more of antigen. On this you are going to put the antibody that is with the enzyme, and then you are going to add the substrate. You can see here this is something that you are taken from outside, antigen antibody complex. Then antigen is coated on the well of this tray. Antigen are coated. On this, you have added this antigen antibody complex that you have cross reacted outside. And on top of that, you're going to add the antibody that contains this enzyme HRP. Now this HRP is going to react with the antigen here, and then you add the substrate for the color thing, right? So this is competitive ELISA. First, antigen antibody complex is present. You have reacted the antigen to antibody outside. Then the wells are coated with antigen. Now you have inside this antigen antibody complex and antigens. Then you add antibody, secondary antibody along with your HRP enzyme, and then you add the substrate also. So there is going to be a change in the color because you have added secondary antibody and antigen. So you are going to see some color change. But after a few minutes, it is going to stop the change in the color. So if this color comes out positive, if this color comes, more color comes, that means the antigen concentration is less. This means that all the antibodies have gone free. There was little or no antigen and there was no reaction outside. So it was free inside and it shows a reaction in the plate. So if the color comes positive, if more color, that means the antigen concentration is less. So color is inversely proportional here. Till now we were taking it directly proportional. Here because of competition, if the colors, more color comes means that now the reaction is occurring between antigen and antibody. That means, say suppose if to this sample you have taken 5 antigens. Initially you have taken 5 antigens and you have added more antibodies to this sample. So we have more substrate. So 5 antibodies are left. See, 5 antigen reacted with 5 antibodies. We have 5 antibodies that are left. So that means it shows reaction. Color has come, little color has come. Now, if color has come, more color has come, that means all the antibodies, here all the antibodies are free. There was little or no antigen because all antibodies are free here. So that means there was no reaction that was outside. When you reacted antigen to antibody, there was no reaction outside and it was free inside, and it shows the reaction in the plate. That is why it is showing the color. If no color comes in the ELISA plate, if here no color comes as it is, no color change is seen, that means all the reaction has occurred outside only. There is no reaction that occurs inside the plate. All the reaction has occurred here. No reaction has occurred inside the ELISA plate. Antigen antibody reacted earlier, no reaction occurring in the plate. So that means there is more antigen that is present. So that is inversely related. If intensity of the color is more, if the color comes more, that means the antigen concentration is less. If the color is not changing, that means more antigen concentration is present. So this is the competitive ELISA. In direct and sandwich technique, more color means more antigen. Indirect is related to antibody. But here in competitive ELISA, it is not directly related. It is inversely related. So more color means less antigen. This is the difference between competitive and direct and sandwich ELISA. See, we have studied 4 kinds of ELISA. Direct ELISA, indirect ELISA, sandwich ELISA, competitive ELISA. Indirect is the one that is done for antibody detection. While on the other hand, direct, sandwich and competitive are done for antigen detection. In direct ELISA and sandwich ELISA, it is directly proportional. So the color intensity is directly proportional to the antigen concentration. While on the other hand, in competitive ELISA, if more color comes means less antigen is present. So color is inversely proportional to the antigen detection.